I know nobody's here yet, but what I got going today is I'm off a little bit early, uh, so I thought I'd mix up a little bit of sugar water, and there's not too many girls on it. There's a few. I mean, nothing like old Bob's mess he goes on all the time. They just go flying into his food. What I was trying to say the other night is that after I did those tablets, I'm not saying the tablets did it, but I'm saying that this hive here is what I thought was flying off, I thought. And what it was is the little hive in the back had absconded. There's a decent number of bees. I found a bunch of dead girls on the porch the next day, and I probably, if I go around back of these girls, yeah, I can see a few of the dead girls back here where they had been hanging on the back of the hive trying to figure out what to do, because that wasn't their hive. And so these girls right now, after I'd put the tablets in, are not coming at me. They're allowing me to be around the front of the hives again. Hey, Tar Heel, how you doing today? Who else we got up in here? Yeah. What I did back here in the backyard is I took the hive, broke it down, took the super that was on top of it, which was robbed out after they absconded. That could have been the reason they absconded, because maybe they were getting robbed out and I didn't know it. But they were in that last live. See if I can get you to this thing to turn around. All right. They were flying right above the house, right about there, between the tree and the peak or the edge of the house there. They were up above it. Hey, Tim. So what I'm going to do, you tell some of my yard looks sort of like Bob's. Got scattered mess between working a full-time job and trying to do the bees. They keep me busy. What I did out back here, which is you have a full version I have in a video, but that little hive way out there is not the same hive. I had a bunch of foragers still because I did it early in the, well, I say early in the afternoon. It's about 3:30, quarter to 4, and all the foragers hadn't made it back. But I went and moved them over here into this hive, which I took this off from the girls that were, see, and there must be something still there because we got people, they got them working on trying to steal it, rob it out. But, ouch, ouch, ouch. Girl went up my shirt. They're not happy because I went through them earlier. Ow! Piece of shit. Oh, excuse my language, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, Michael. So how's everybody there doing? As you can see, I got they're still trying, some of them are still trying to figure out, because I had two. One, that nuke that's over here was sitting beside that nuke there. So, oh, and they're not liking me right now. I need to back off of this yard. Ooh. They're not liking me because I was messing with them. And I've got some, I got some sugar water out, hoping that this will calm down. But oh, these darn girls. Ooh, I'm running, guys. No, not really running. Ooh, trying to get through the carport because they're not liking me. They still remember me messing with them. But whew, man, and I wish I can get this doggone, get them to go to these doggone safety traps I got built out here. Little swarm trap sitting in a tree. Cause last year I caught holly right in the bush, right up in here. So that was on the 15th of last year. So holly's been going a year, and she's still popping out pretty good. I was able to mark a few girls today. yeah. I'm sure the girls do, because they make you want to cuss every now and again. One stuck me in the armpit when I went back there. Now I got the neighbor's dog wanting to bark at me. It sounds like one of Bob's lives. Well, I was sort of checking them after I put the appy tabs. I didn't lose. I mean, I've only lost one hive this season, so I think I'm doing pretty good. And it was the weakest one I had. So, and the only reason mine in the backyard are messing with me because I've messed with them earlier before I got on the live. So they're not all that bad. It's just that I was messing with them. So that's where we're at on that. Now Bob's before probably. Now I'm gonna give a caveat to that. Bruce Jenny is about 2 miles as the bees fly, his backyard. And then I have another one of his apiaries was 2 miles in the middle of him. But now it's probably 2.5. He moved over to a different spot. So some of his nasty genetics may have gotten into my girls during the breeding flights this year. And that's what I'm seeing some of right now. But what I'm hoping for next year is to, I'm not buying bees yet. I'm gonna try doing some queen rearing and put some Holly's hive bees into queens into most of these hives because of her temperament. You know, she does get ornery, or they do get a little ornery, but it's not till just about the time I'm done checking them and then they start to bump me. But they don't fly out at me that much. They're actually pretty well behaved, lay well, and looks like they're storing up pretty good for the winter. Hey, Grayson. So I don't know if that answers some of your comment, Brian, about one of Bob's lives. My bees aren't always mean. It's the time of year. I think now we're getting into a dearth to where, cause I put some sugar water out and there's a few bees on it. So I'm thinking that maybe our goldenrod's winding down. So how have you guys been doing? You know, I'm probably gonna go out and sell some honey tomorrow on the side of the road. Got a couple more banners I want to order so I can put it out there. The little town I live in is starting to get to know me sitting out there, so that's working out pretty good. You know, I'm not having. I've actually had the cops come up and ask me about the honey, so I'm not too worried about it. I mean, they're not really harassing me. They're asking me what I was doing, what I was selling. So I got this general check. So maybe they'll come by and buy some. I'm still yet to get my seed completely done. I probably could be doing that instead of this live right now, making a seed for some creamed honey. But it doesn't look like I have. I thought I was going to get another pull off of them, but I don't think I'm going to this year. So looks like I caught a few people home already, huh? I got off early today, able to get into the bees in halfway decent weather before the sun started going down. And I think these girls are hunting something to eat because they keep coming up on my carport, which they're not usually doing. Well, Tim, if I get any viable enough nukes, right after spring, I may make a trip down there to bring you a few. Something the wife and I have been talking about to help out. You put nappy tabs on? That's what I was checking today. It's been about 2 weeks. A couple of them haven't even been touched, but the ones that I put on the bottom boards, the girls have been working on. I think they're more or less trying to work to get them out of the hive. But I have seen a difference in their attitude. Now, just granted, right now I got stung by going to the backyard, but I just got through messing with them, and they're not happy with me. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's not the general attitude. I can walk back through. I can stand right next to the hives, 95% of the time, and not be bothered. Yeah, I have. The thing, Tim, is that I was thinking about it. Is that if the bees multiply like they did this year, well, I don't have 12 hives now. I'm down to 11, but they multiplied to 12, which is 6 times multiplication that I wasn't looking for. I was thinking maybe 6 to 7 hives, maybe, and I end up exceeding what you said. Still, I'm over what you said. You said 10. I'm at 11. But if they multiply the same next year, that means I'm gonna have 70 to 72 hives, maybe. And I can't handle that many bees yet. Well, I probably could, but it would take all my time, and I just don't have that time to dedicate to just the girls. Although I wouldn't mind it, but I'd have to be doing a turnover with the honey. I had to be doing a turnover with the wax. I'd have to be doing turnover with the bees. So I'm gonna start selling nukes, and Lisa's doing. I don't know if she's on here yet or not. I hadn't seen her. She's mentoring Hive for Heroes. So I'm gonna be dedicating some hives to people who are being mentored through Hives for Heroes. It's not an official thing. It's something I've offered. That way I keep my numbers to a roaring minimum. Maybe I don't want to try to get more than 20 in this next year. Granted, I'll probably get more. But if I split them, let them mature enough, give some away, help people out, sell some, I can make some money back. Later, Tar Heel. But that's my thoughts, Tim and Brian. I want other people to enjoy doing what I do. And I got started without buying a single bee. I do have plans down the road for trying to get some Caucasians and seeing how they do in this area, because I'm treating my honey collection like like a fine wine, like people who do wine. They'll collect different grapes at different times of the season because the flavors, the moisture content, the result of that shows up in the wine. By collecting, mid to late spring, I get different flavor of honey, and before the tallow flow comes, and then, hey Tim, I mean Lee, that way after this early spring I'll get, and then we have the tallow flow, then I have tallow, and then after that I end up having something that's because I'm near fields, I have cotton, and the two fastest selling I call, the spring honey, I call my Satsuma honey, because they collect off of Satsuma trees, giving a real light honey, orange flavor. Well, I mean, my wife's a veteran, so my dad was in the military, got 4F'd after a while because of his heart. My grandfather was retired major in the Army Air Corps during during World War I, fought on the Battle of Bastogne. My uncle is a veteran from Vietnam. So I mean, I was raised by my stepdad, who was retired, a senior master sergeant. So I got a lot of military connections in my life. So that's why I think that I want to do that, is try to help out. So what's been going on with you, Tim? Not Tim, but Lee. Uh-oh, I got someone camera bombing.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I got two people in here. I guess I had Lee and I had Tim now. Shoot, what's going on? They're not finding me interesting tonight, I guess. I'm just rambling. I guess you can call this my B-yard ramblings tonight. Over things that I'm working on, trying to get accomplished. Okay. Well, got a few of them decide they're gonna come out here and start checking out the sugar water. So I think we actually do have a dearth coming on. That would explain their attitude in the backyard. Oh. All right, so I'm losing everybody. What happened? Did Bob go live on me? Yeah. I wonder if Bob went live. All right, guys. Well, if that's all I got here, man, I only got two. Well, it goes between 2 and 1 person. Well, I don't know what the heck's going on. Unless Tim keeps dropping. And you can see I just living in a trailer neighborhood here. And There's my beast, motorcycle, the house, my yard, typical beekeeper yard, overgrown in some spots, unmanaged. But this weekend I think I'm gonna cut the grass. I guess I'm gonna have to probably call it, even though I wanted to go longer than 20 minutes on this, but got nobody chatting with me, so I'm just rambling. What I was trying to say earlier though is I thought that maybe I would get some Caucasians, check the flavor profiles I get out of them to what I could actually do with them. Because they have a longer proboscis, they probably could get some nectar from sources that the rest of these girls can't get. So that's a wood I gotta take care of. Probably rebuild that one this weekend. I've got them on a reducer and they're not liking it. But the other morning I got out and out the front of this, when I was sitting on the carport looking out drinking coffee, I saw steam coming out the front door, just bellowing out. It's like 40 degrees and they're producing enough heat to cause steam come out the front door. So I had some people, Grayson, I don't know where Grayson went to. That's how he was doing. Yeah, and I eventually got to do something with this. I got to replace this. It's starting to lean. You can't really tell from the video, but it's leaning forward towards me. So, I mean, I don't know what's causing it to do it. Probably termites. It's been there for 2 years now. So, I think I'm gonna do sort of what DC's got. But I think I'm gonna do metal pipe instead of the wood. That way maybe it'll last a little longer. Of course, moving them to it probably confuse them. Probably move it over a little further this way, so I'm not actually in the tree here, at this tree here. I trip over the roots every time I do an inspection. Alright guys, well, I guess I'll check out and see all you guys later at on a live that Bob will have later, or got going right now, I don't know. But I will check out and tell you guys, be good, behave, and behive. God bless you and your bees.